Good morning, Universal Studios. We're back Saturday morning. Real feel 90 degrees at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's time for our weekly or bi-weekly stroll around the park. So if you're gonna get steps in and you live in Orlando, I guess you can walk around your block or go to a local park, or if you have park tickets, you could just walk around the theme parks. This VillainCon has been testing last couple days with team member previews. I don't know if it'll be open to the public at all today. Coming soon. Rest of the initial walkway into the park is fairly busy for opening. Inside the VillainCon store, all the Minion stuff, bad guy stuff in this store, and directly across the street, all the good guy stuff. El Pollo Malo. Mary is sucked in. These bags are awesome. Merchandise specific to the ride. This one I like. This Way to Evil. Very Taz-like. Or you can get the water bottle. Check out the socks. They're all fuzzy. Oh, you can make your villain badge here. Do you still want to be a villain today? Oh, you're gonna get that guy in the background. Look at some random dude walking behind you. Uh-oh. Here's number 3. Least amount of intrusiveness. Do you want that villain card? That's what it's gonna look like. I don't want to be a villain today. Terminated. Minions are doing their meet and greet. Frontwards and backwards. The wait for Minion Mayhem is 50 minutes, 5-0, but look at how faded these guys are up there. In your little TLC. If this isn't new to everybody, it's certainly new to me. They have like this new wrapping up around the Hello Kitty store. And we got Felix and Jaws there too. The streets here are pretty empty. Look at the Mystery Machine. Good morning, Marilyn. And the 5 and Dime. Newly added Stranger Things merchandise. If you're wondering about Horror Nights t-shirt prices at this point, 33 bucks for the house shirt. And the Stranger Things hat does not say Horror Nights at all on it. Now, if this said Horror Nights 2023 on the back, it would be great, because I would want to cut the sleeves off. They're still sleeping, be quiet. This is really cool. Wow. 37 bucks. Kind of odd that there's no other characters out here greeting the people as they come in. The Madagascar penguins are out. Also new to me, but maybe not new to you. Starbucks is inside Cafe La Bamba. Wow. That's pretty cool. Ah, Sing characters are out. All right, so VillainCon, soft opening. We're gonna meander through. I don't believe we're gonna be able to film anything for you. That'll work.
Times the damage. Waterproof, fireproof, and laserproof.
Alright, so we did VillainCon. It's essentially you get a laser gun which doesn't have any type of harness on you, so I can't imagine how fast those guns are going to be dropped and broken. You have 2 triggers, one regular trigger and then like a bomb launching trigger, and you're just going along on a moving walkway to shoot video screens. It's not very responsive. The aim is not very on point, and it's not very easy to tell if you've hit the target or not. You're kind of grouped with 2 people diagonal next to each other, through the ride, and everyone's shooting at the same thing. But, I mean, it's a new attraction. At least there's something new to do here. There you go for idea of what you need to do. It is fun to shoot the bomb piece, but there you go as you're moving along from scene to scene. And there you go, you can take home a toy version of the gun that you use on the ride. And VillainCon pass holder shirts. Perhaps this gun is more accurate than the one that you use on the ride. All right, so first, this is gonna be a little choppy because of the music behind us, but we did that experience, I don't wanna say it's a ride, 3 times now. After our first go through, we decided to go back in again because the ride weight was very low. However, for the second go through, Mary's gun worked. Mine literally didn't work the entire time, and there's no photos or videos inside. Otherwise, I would have shown you guys the irony that my gun the entire time just said network issues or network can't be found. The irony is not lost on me that Comcast owns this park, and the fact that Comcast made their money off of internet connectivity and cable, and the fact that there's no network to be found on the ride is hilarious to me. The last time through I think was probably the most enjoyable for me, although I will say I watched 2 different people drop their guns, including one little kid, and they just smash on the floor. How they are handing out those guns without a strap is beyond me. Even when you go to like laser tag type places for haunts and everything, they generally have some type of strap so that if you're getting scared or something happens, you don't drop, you know, a couple $100 piece of equipment on the floor and break it. But overall, the experience, the shooting is not very reactive at all on the trigger, and the aiming is way off. It leaves a lot to be desired.
You can't find your, like, you know, designated little circle to hit until you're like going around, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, there it is.
The fun factor is there to a degree, but I'll be honest, like, I immediately thought like of Duck Hunt from the NES, classic NES, which is so much more accurate and actually fun factor than going through the Minion ride 40 years later. But overall, it's something new, and kids are gonna love it because it's Minions, and there's Minions everything here, and you go on Minion Mayhem, meet a Minion, eat some Minions, and then go shoot some Minions. Yeah. You know, and it's funny that in 2023, everyone's shying away from guns at like Disney parks. Here, we're like, we're not shying away from anything. You get a gun, and you get a gun, and these kids get a gun, and everybody gets a gun, and hey, America.
Get over here.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Hold on, we're doing this video all wrong, sir.
It's black and white.
You gotta cut this. We're gonna start over, okay?
Okay.
No, cut. I do, okay. No, cut.
So, if we can only find Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Whoa! Someone said my name 3 times. What's up, kids? What are we doing?
Oh, well.
We're here at Universal Orlando Resort. What do you want to do? You want to do something together? You want to go streaking by the Mummy? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, we're going to stop at Finnegan's first, okay? Oh, get us in the jam. We're getting started, baby. Come on.
Oh no, the hippo is out all by herself. She's kind of tucked away where nobody would see her. 48 more days. 48 more days. Inside the Horror Makeup Show is this little bit of information about They Live. And I can't understand why they don't bring this to Halloween Horror Nights. And in the case next to it, meanwhile, Michael Myers and Chucky, they've been here many times.
How about a nice round of applause for the host of today's show, Alex Ross.
Hey, everybody!
Woo!
Welcome to the Horror Makeup Show and the air conditioning. You're welcome. You can't stay here all day. We have an amazing show here. You guys ready for blood and guts? Yeah. Okay, my guest, Mark James, is incredible. Super talented makeup artist here from Hollywood. He's going to tell us all the cool things about this industry, so please give it up for my good friend, Mark James. Galleries in the back, Mark James.
I should probably explain what happened. I was running through the park and I tripped over one of those Hogwarts brats. I think it was a Huffleclaw. And I fell on what appears to be a stale churro.
Oh.
Buy them on Mondays when they're fresh. Oh, the pain. I'm dying. I'm dying.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna die down here. I'm gonna die down here.
Okay.
Come down to that.
This was unexpected.
I know it's so horrible. Oh, the pain. Oh, dying. Baby, help me. Oh, yeah, help me. I need mouth to mouth.
Wowza. And she sat down fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
She dropped her glass. That was instant karma right there. You see that? You're just gonna let me die, aren't you? I'll remember you. All right, here's my last breath.
Wow, are you done?
I'm done.
All right, that's Mark James, everybody. Come on.
He was so dedicated that as the sex character, he injected bleach into his own eye. That's not true. I made that. But as the hunchback, he did wear a 40-pound hump on his back every day in a harness, so he couldn't even stand up straight during shooting. He was very secretive about his techniques. We still don't know to this day how he did a lot of what he did. But he did leave behind one very important legacy here at Universal Studios, and that was his son, Lon Chaney Jr., who in the 1920s was the, or 1930s was the original Wolfman. There he is. In makeup by this fella, Jack Pierce. He's a Universal legend responsible for such Universal characters as the Wolfman, the Mummy, Bride of Frankenstein, Lady Gaga, Pete Davidson. Now, he was so dedicated, he would visit morgues and he would study and work on the corpses there. Well, there's Kanye West trying to dig up some friends. Now, the original Frankenstein makeup was a hefty combination of rubber, plaster, mortician's wax, and toxic grease paint. It took about 4 hours to apply every day, and that was just from the neck up. It took about twice that to cover Boris Karloff's entire body, turning him into the original Mummy. These are a lot of classic Universal characters. There are also some garbage ones, too. Let's look at the food. Yeah, here comes my favorite, the big brain guy from this Islander. Hey, who wants to play me in Cranium? Ladies? I know, I got me.
So walking outside of Horror Makeup, and they've got towers out here for lighting for Horror Nights. It's happening. I know we said this in other videos recently, but this is a mess for the houses that are in the back of the park for Halloween Horror Nights. I'm assuming that at least one of the houses will still have an entranceway through here, maybe through the ETQ, but I can't even think of how many people are going to be trying to fit through this space at the same time. It's very confining spaces here when the walls are up. Duffman says 48 more days. Jinx him Duff. Some more lighting towers up all around the park. More over here by London. Over by San Francisco, get some bigger lighting towers. Towers everywhere over here. Should be no time at all now before some props start making their way out onto the street. Fast and the Furious is open now. This is where Chucky should be for Horror Nights. And then the bigger rumor, long term, is that Fast and Furious would close down forever. Forever. Possibly right around Horror Nights. And there is a big line for the Minion Cafe. We'll see how long it takes. I got a pork sandwich, which is like pork and chimichurri and bacon jam and some Minion tots. And we got a pet rock for dessert. And Mary got crispy cauliflower. And by the way, it took us 10 minutes in line to get in, and then it took 30 minutes for the food to come out after ordering. And the freestyle machine had no eyes. The pork tastes pretty good, very savory. I will say this, there is a giant chunk of fat in there, so I'm chewing the same piece here for about 5 minutes. And the cauliflower.
It's really good.
Is it crispy?
It is very crispy.
This is what the inside of the rock looks like. It's like peanut butter and jelly. We cut them up right in front of you guys. You're next. This is surprisingly delicious. Even Mary does not like peanut butter and jelly stuff and desserts, but
It's actually really good.
so I will say this. The food at Minion Cafe is just some of the best theme park quick service food that I've ever had in a theme park. That's not a sponsored type of thing or anything. It's just delicious. Everything that we had so far. And we're not eating everything all at once, but delicious. And also some healthy food options with like the cauliflower that Mary had this time and the salad that I had the last time. Excellent. Overall, the whole Minion Land transformation, I mean, it really took a lot of space, and I know a lot of folks like Monsters Cafe, but the Monsters will make a reappearance in Epic in another year and a half. But this was kind of like dead area, and they've really done a lot. All right, Universal, we're getting out of here. In the store on the way out, Shrek. Original model of the E.T. ride vehicle. The Fly. Screen Use Chief Brody jacket. They have a Green Planet candle. Does it smell like the ride? Moment of truth.
No.
It kind of smells like the forest.
It kind of, but no, I mean the ride. It's almost.
A little bit. Ooh, they got all monster stuff in here. Ooh, Creature from the Black Lagoon hat.
This is the.
And there's the monster shirts. You get a bride pillow, but no creature pillow. Frankie. Ooh, creature shot glasses. Oh boy, the good old days. Charlie Chaplin in the street. Laurel and Hardy and Ricky and Moosey. Confrontation. I think this might have been my all-time favorite ride at Universal. There's a Jaws Mold-O-Matic in here. Ah, you can get the skateboards with the bride and Frankie on for $125 each. All right, Universal. That's a day. We didn't even make it over to Islands this time around. It is a little tepid outside, but more importantly, I figured I really feel like losing viewers and subscribers, so we're gonna head to SeaWorld next. SeaWorld today hosting Pop Evil as part of their summer concert series. So we're gonna call it a day here. Thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great day. See you guys.